Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, some students and colleagues and graduates have asked me about the difference between conditional and unconditional offer letter or letter of acceptance. If you're interested to join the discussion, keep on watching. Taking the decision to study abroad is a big deal, but the process can turn out to be simpler than you thought. The most important thing is that you get help, you get professional help from the academic advisor, the academic staff, the universities of study destination, of course, and people around you that are going to assist you from choosing the study abroad destination to choosing the right course and university. They're going to be able to help you. So once you're done with filling out your applications to a university or college, we're especially talking about studying abroad, right? You're going to wait to get the big yes or the sad no from the university abroad. Some prefer applying to multiple universities, and if the universities like your profile, your achievements, your proposals, then they are going to send you a letter of acceptance or offer letter. There are two types of offer letters that universities abroad are going to send to candidates: conditional and unconditional offer letter. It is very important for you to know the differences between the two. So we're going to talk about those two types of offer letters one by one. The first one is the conditional letter of acceptance. So, as the term implies, it comes with conditions. When you are given a conditional offer, it means that you need to fulfill certain criteria in terms of marks or grades and academic requirements to get the admissions at the university. A conditional offer letter is also known as a restrictive offer letter. Under certain cases, due to the lack of time, for example, students might not be able to provide all necessary documents to the admissions committee. In this case, I would advise you to prepare all the documents ahead of time. But during the emergency, such as the current condition of COVID-19 global pandemic, it will be hard for you to, for example, to take an English test, TOEFL or IELTS. And so probably you're going to have a problem in submitting the test scores on time, right? So when that happens, the committee will confirm their interest in the student based on the condition that all formalities must be completed in 2 to 3 months, for example. Universities have very clear guidelines regarding their prerequisites for students while applying for any program. When a university sends over a conditional offer letter to you, it means you will be granted admissions, provided you achieve the academic requirements laid down by the university. There are some examples of those requirements. First, the university can ask for an academic percentage. The university will express their interest in your profile and make a conditional offer. If you meet the academic requirement and send them the proof, your offer letter will be made unconditional. So it means you are going to be 100% accepted or granted admission. Second, the university can also ask for a specific grade or score, for example, related to foreign language scores in the English speaking countries. Of course, you need to submit, for example, the IELTS score or TOEFL score or a specific score or additional score. For example, if you would like to study in the US, then you also need to submit the GRE score. This happens if the student had submitted the application without the English language proficiency test scores. I believe that most universities will require the English or foreign language score requirements. There will be an expected overall score and minimum scores for each band. So, for example, for IELTS, a university can set a minimum score such as 6.5 or 7. For TOEFL, for example, the university can set a minimum score of maybe 575 if it is paper-based TOEFL test, or 110 or 100 or 80 or 85 if it is the IBT score. So if you successfully score the required scores, you will be offered an unconditional offer letter, 100% accepted, right? So, what is an unconditional offer letter? Well, it is like a final acceptance letter. So, a big yes. It signifies that a student or a candidate has been accepted by the university since that particular student has met the academic requirements. An unconditional offer letter may change from university to university. Some universities might ask you to provide additional important medical documents, for example, after you receive the offer letter. You can use the unconditional offer letter usually, but don't quote me on this because probably different countries will have different policy related to this. With this document, usually you can propose a bank loan to finance your study if you don't plan to apply for scholarship, for example. The student is requested to make a small confirmation of payment to the university after receiving an unconditional offer letter. So if your study is going to be funded by a scholarship, then your scholarship provider is going to take care of that. But if you are going to fund your study from your pocket money, then you need to do it by yourself. So we have learned about the difference between conditional and unconditional offer letter, right? So finally, we are going to highlight a couple of things that we need to remember. Different countries have different policies, so you may see different rules and regulations. If the conditional offer letter comes with formalities or some other requirements that need to be completed after entering the university, then the visa procedure will be completed without interruptions. However, if there are formalities to be completed before the student leaves her or his home country, then the visa procedure will be delayed. Probably this is not going to happen if you got a scholarship and your study is going to be funded by, your scholarship providers. So usually the scholarship providers are the ones that are going to be really busy taking care of this. Okay, so a conditional offer can influence your visa approval no matter how you performed during the visa interview. So my suggestion is when you receive your offer letter or even before that, make sure that you know which one is the best fit for your career because maybe you're going to have, you know, 10, 15 offer letters because you're very rich, right? Okay. Well, if your study is funded by scholarship, then usually they're going to connect you with universities. They're going to be the one who sent the application documents to those universities. Also, make sure that you complete all the requirements and do not wait until the last minute to get anything done. Do not procrastinate. So once you receive that magic letter, make sure that you read it and you understand it, especially the requirements and conditions. Okay? So that's our discussion on the difference between conditional and unconditional offer letters, including the requirements that universities may need following the admission. Remember, the schedule of consultation with CLC will be every Thursday from 3 to 4 or every Friday from 4 to 5. If you need assistance, you can send your email to clc@president.ac.id, or if you have questions related to the topic that we discussed today, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Okay, so I'm going to see you in the next consultation. Stay safe wherever you are, take care of yourself and people around you. Bye, guys.